Hey guys, I'm back with another video. Yes, it's another Golden Wind video because I love part 5 and these are way too much fun to make. Same with my analyzing Giorno's design video. This video's script also used to be an amino post and I just edited it to fit a video format. Today I'm going to be talking about the part 5 gang and how their stands suit their characters. In my opinion, Golden Wind has the best stands. They all have great designs and each of them are very well designed, creative, and fit their users very well. But before we get into it, I just want to apologize if you can hear my fan in the background. It's hot as shit in my room and I just am going to die if I don't have the fan on, so I hope it's not that much of a distraction. But anyways, let's get this video started. Starting with Sticky Fingers, Bruno Bucciarati's stand. The stand name Sticky Fingers comes from the Rolling Stones album of the same name. The album cover was later changed due to it being banned in Spain and overall seen as controversial, but the original one had a working zipper on the front that could be open and closed, which is very likely the main source of inspiration that Araki had for Sticky Fingers' ability. Sticky Fingers can place zippers on any surface it touches and can open and close them whenever Bruno wants. And when you really think about it, this ability also ties into Bruno as a person super well. Sticky Fingers is a great manifestation of Bruno because they both essentially open things. Bruno quote-unquote opened the door for his crew and gave them a second chance in life and took them in, similarly to how Sticky Fingers can open things using its zippers. Even though Bruno figuratively opened doors, while Sticky Fingers can literally open things, the resemblance is definitely there. And I think this is probably the main reason why Araki gave Bruno a stand with the ability to open things. Also, this next piece of information was found by Benny Not the Bad Guy, so I'm not taking any credit for this piece of information since I probably never would have discovered it on my own, so shout out to him. As I mentioned earlier, the album cover was banned in Spain and was later changed to this image. The image contains an open can with some severed fingers inside. This is most likely the source of inspiration for the scene where Bruno and Giorno meet for the first time and Bruno puts Luca's fingers in Giorno's mouth as a way to interrogate him for information on Luca's murder. Next I'll be covering a Bacchio's stand, Moody Blues. The name of a Bacchio's stand is named after the English rock band the Moody Blues. Moody Blues is the only humanoid stand in Bruno's gang that doesn't have a mouth and doesn't speak. The lack of a mouth on Moody Blues could represent how a Bacchio is more introverted, doesn't talk much, and often keeps his thoughts and feelings to himself. A Bacchio is the least expressive member of Bruno's gang and it definitely makes him stand out among personalities around him. As for Moody Blues' ability, it can go back in time and replay any moment that a Bacchio wishes. This could represent a Bacchio's struggle with time and how he wishes he could go back in time and fix the past mistakes he's made in his life. For example, the mistake a Bacchio made which quote-unquote caused his partner to be shot. Next up is Fugo's stand, Purple Haze. Fugo's stand name comes from the Jimi Hendrix song Purple Haze. Purple Haze is one of the strongest stands in the entire series. It has 6 capsules on his fist that are filled with deadly poison. Once a capsule is broken, a virus is released. Anything that enters in range of the virus is immediately infected. It only takes about 30 seconds for the virus to multiply in the victim's body and make them rot from the inside. This deadly ability reflects Fugo's explosive personality and occasional outbursts. In most circumstances, the virus is extremely deadly and unstoppable. Even Fugo himself can't stop the virus or heal anyone who's been infected. I think this represents how Fugo is genuinely a good person, but can't control his violent outbursts of rage, just like how Purple Haze's virus is uncontrollable. And I know that Fugo can control the virus in Purple Haze feedback, but it sadly isn't canon, so I'm not counting it. Another important thing to note is that Purple Haze is kind of dumb, which obviously greatly contrasts Fugo's personality, as Fugo is very intelligent. Mista's stand, Sex Pistols, is named after the rock band of the same name. Mista's stand is unique because instead of just having a singular stand, he technically has multiple. Mista has 6 bullets, numbered 1 to 7, and skipping the number 4, which represents Mista's severe tetraphobia. The 5th bullet is constantly bullied by the others, which is most likely because it would have been bullet number 4 if it wasn't skipped. Ironically, number 5 seems to be the bullet that Mista is closest with. Next up is Narancha's stand, Aerosmith. The name Aerosmith obviously comes from the American rock band. Aerosmith has a radar which allows Narancha to track living things by detecting their breathing. Aerosmith is modeled to be a toy airplane. I think the most likely reason for modeling Aerosmith to be a toy is to highlight Narancha's childlike innocence. Making Narancha stand a toy instead of just making it a regular airplane is a reflection of his immature and childish personality. Also, Aerosmith can fly. Well, obviously, it's a plane. This could also be a stretch, but I think this could also resemble that Narancha's soul literally flies high after his death in the anime. A shadow that looks like Aerosmith flies up into the clouds, which I think represents Narancha's soul going to heaven. I've saved my favorite stand for last, Gold Experience, and I have a lot to say about it. Let's first talk about the name. This stand is named after the Prince album, The Gold Experience. This is a great name for Giorno's stand since gold seems to be a huge symbol in Part 5, so Rocky naming Giorno's stand after something gold related makes a lot of sense. As for Gold Experience's power, it has the power to imbue objects with life. This ability represents Giorno because he literally and figuratively brings life to the people around him. He literally brings Bruno back to life by restoring his soul, and he figuratively fills the people around him with life by acting as a source of light and hope. Just like Giorno, Gold Experience also has ladybug emblems. These ladybugs represent multiple different things. The first thing they represent is Gold Experience's power, the ability to imbue things with life, as ladybugs are living things. Also, ladybugs as a symbol stand for healing, another reference to Giorno's power. They also represent protection, which could represent how with Gold Experience Requiem, Giorno is basically invincible. They also represent good fortune. While Giorno has had a hard life and definitely isn't lucky, I think this could represent how Mista sees Giorno as a good luck charm for their group, as everything seemingly started going well as soon as Giorno joined. For example, Bucciarati being promoted to capo. As I mentioned in my Giorno video, the ladybugs also symbolize rebirth. This could symbolize how Giorno left his old self behind and changed his name, signifying him starting a new life. The rebirth thing could also reference how he technically brought Bucciarati back to life after the first fight against Diavolo at the Bell Tower. Ladybugs also represent positive change. As for this, my explanation would be that this represents the change that Giorno went as a person throughout his life. He changed from a shy, insecure, and nervous person to someone bold and confident. Giorno also has wings on his collar, while Gold Experience has them on its shoulders. I think the wings most likely represent freedom. They could represent Giorno finally being free from the dark times in his past, finding himself in his inner strength. So that's it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, sorry, I know that this is my second Golden Wind video this week. I just really love Part 5 and JoJo in general, and I really love making videos like this. I'm already planning out some more Part 5 videos in the future. I'm planning on making a video about Diavolo and Trish, planning more JoJo related videos in the future that aren't just about Part 5. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. Please leave a like and comment what you thought and give me more JoJo video ideas that you guys may have. So anyways, thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you guys in the next video.